welcome to Try Day Friday. I'm Shannon Smith, concept designer at FSJ. And today I have a special guest, Laura Murray.
Hi everybody, welcome to day 5 of the launch party. It's so nice to see you again. I'm very excited for today's card. Yay! Shannon, what are we making today?
We are making something using a stamp set from our Great Outdoors collection. And this is one of the favorites, hands down. I'm seeing so many cute projects. So let me just show you. We've got this cute sloth from the Don't Worry set. And he's got all these cute little accessories. He's got this little nightshirt and a nightcap. You can see all these fun little phrases. And so I thought it would be fun to incorporate him, and also we will be using one of our die sets that's really fun and new to our catalog. The In Motion die set, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But I think for now we should just get started. What do you think?
Let's get started.
All right, so we are going to start by stamping our sloth. I just love this little guy. He has the cutest little smile. Okay. And now we are going to use our Color Burst pencils. And I really wanted to bring out just that he was furry and fluffy, so we are going to color him a little differently than how I usually color. We are going to just make little dash marks.
Already plenty of comments from people saying that it's their favorite stamp set, so I think you chose a good one.
It is a fun one. It is so fun. He's just so cute.
We have so many fun new animals in our catalog this year. They're all in the well, they're not all in the Great Outdoors section, but some of them are.
It's a good place to start.
That's a good place to start because animals are outdoors, of course. I hear that this first week, when we had some really big sales, because of course our catalog launched just on Sunday, that we had sort of a sneaky set that we didn't expect to be a really good seller. And quite a few had sold this last week. Do you remember which one it is?
I do. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was the tree frog, you guys. That one's called Stick Around. The little tree frog, we did a little sneak peek of that one. Go check out our Instagram account and see what we posted about the Stick Around tree frog last week. He is so cute, and he comes with a matching die. He would also be perfect for a slider card.
He definitely would. He's also really cute on there's actually a sample of the catalog with the, now, of course, the name of it has escaped me, but the spiral.
Oh, it's not an in motion spiral die.
It's not the in motion spiral die, but the name of it has completely, it's gone. It's because we're live. But look for that spiral die in the die section.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not going to finish this whole thing, but I do have one right here that we will just go ahead and, we'll zoom in on it, and then I'll set him aside while we get started on the next part of our card. But you can see how it has more texture this way. Kind of a fun variation on our coloring. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to make the panel, the main panel of our card. And I am going to go ahead and just I love the way that our liquid color looks. It's my go-to when I'm doing a background. If I want some sky or something, this is just a nice, fun way to get that.
That's a good point, because Nicole showed us a really beautiful card on Monday, and she used the lovely blue as well. So it was kind of illustrated that that's your go-to color for any time you need to add some shading for a background sky. So there you go, lovely blue. Everybody go snag
Lovely
it right
blue.
now.
Such a fun one. I know I love all of our liquid colors, but that is definitely the one I pull off the shelf the most. And I actually kind of like the sky to be a little bit uneven. You could definitely go through and saturate the whole thing and make it more even, but I kind of like the lines and stuff in mine. So now we'll get that out of our way because I will put my fingers in it otherwise. Okay, so now the next part, we are going to take the negative from our summer branch die. I went ahead and cut the summer branch die out of our limeade splash. And we're just going to use this as a stencil. We're going to put it about, I think about right there. And then I just took kiwi slice ink, and again, I used the daubers. What would we do without the daubers?
Must have.
For sure.
That's a really cool technique too, because then you could use the negative cutout later for a different card.
That's right. It's fun when we can use these things multiple ways. And if you're being fussier than I am right now, you can tape this down, but I'll just get my fingers inky. I'm not afraid of a little ink. Okay, so we've got our tree branch started. And now what we are going to do is this would be the time when I would cut out the groove that we are going to use for our slide. I'm not going to do that right now live, but I do have, you can see where it goes. I just followed the way that the branch was kind of going, and yay, there's one already done.
Magic.
I do want to show the dies for a second. I want to show all the different ways that they can move. So much fun. So many different fun things you can do. You've got like a wavy one. You could do something fun for a card that has water or whatever. And you can see you've got your longer one. This one is nice when you're doing a portrait card. You've got your one that's better for your landscape card. And this is the one that we just used. And then you've got this other guy. So much fun. So many options there. I am having a lot of fun playing with that one. Okay, so now we're going to take our actual cutouts, our die cuts from the summer branch, and we are going to just cut off some little branches.
So do you guys remember yesterday we had our trivia question? Well, we've been having trivia questions all week, but yesterday our question was about what the largest section in the catalog is. Shannon, I'm sure you have insider information, don't you?
I do have a little bit of information there.
Because she helped build the catalog, so she's very familiar with what the largest section of the catalog is. Do you guys know? Did you do your homework, flip through cover to cover, or did you just see the table of contents and deduce that the largest section of the catalog is, drum roll, celebrations? Of course it is, because we've got something to celebrate almost every day of the year. So we want to have a whole bunch of options in order to celebrate, right?
For sure. Okay, first off, I am going to go ahead and attach one of my little branches right to our sloth. And I'm using a foam square because this is what I'm going to attach to our slider. So we'll just set that aside. But these guys, the trick on this is you are going to want to be able to keep this clear because you want easy sliding, right? So when you are putting these on, you want to make sure that you glue them down really tight around the edge. And I am going to block mine just a little bit. I'm gonna put one of my branches up a little bit so it won't go down all the way to the end of the slide. You can see I'm kind of blocking that, but that's okay because you still got all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this guy down. I love that our glue dries clear. Saves my life I don't know how many times. And we'll just throw some more on there. All right, so you said that this is a favorite of a lot of people have commented about how it's their favorite.
Absolutely. And the motion slider die too. A lot of people have picked that up already. And the Don't Worry. So
much fun.
did you guys think about combining them together? Have you already brainstormed what you're going to use with your new sets? We'd love to see. Make sure you tag us whenever you post your projects. We've also been using hashtag FSJ all day, so don't forget to do that for the launch party. We'd like to see what you're doing.
It's been really fun to see all of the projects popping up. For sure. Do you have a favorite set in the catalog, Laura?
I don't. I'm a big fan of, well, I was a big fan of Spring into Summer. Not to do a throwback while we're launching another catalog or anything, but all of the adventure type of stuff. And I guess to that end, I'm really a fan of the Good Life collection because it's just that next phase of boho chic, that sort of airy, fun type of feeling that can go with anything. I love the whole section of the catalog. So haven't picked a favorite stamp set yet, but I'm definitely, I know you guys have all commented on the Good Life too, so I'm right there with you.
There's so much to look at. It could take forever just to get through the catalog and really know what's in there.
Well, the Good Life is the first section of the catalog, so if you stop right there, you might be in a little bit of trouble to get through the rest of it.
At least you're stopping on a good collection,
That's
right?
true.
They're all, well, yeah, there's way too many to say which one's the best, though. Okay, so now we're going to turn this over, and we're going to just trim up anything that's going to block our path.
Good. Make sure you prune appropriately.
That's right. Except for this guy, because I told you I actually like that one right there. Okay, so this is where the magic happens. So we're going to go ahead and take this penny, and we are going to stick it behind the groove with our foam square. And then we've already got the foam square that's here. So you're doubling up the foam squares a little bit, and that'll help clear all of the leaves so that your guy will slide along a little better. I think I just foam squared it to the panel. Yep, I didn't put that on straight. Excuse me for 1 second while I fix that. You want to line your foam squares up better than I just did.
So just a penny, huh? You can't, well, I suppose you could use anything else. Maybe a button?
I've heard people use buttons. I just haven't ever tried it, so I just sticking to what I know. And the penny's so nice and slick and flat that that's just my go-to. Okay, that looks much better. Okay, so it's probably better just to put it on this piece and then put it on your penny. Then you'll have it lined up easier. Okay, so now you can see how it's like, oh, I was going pretty fast, wasn't I?
I know, slow down, this sloth
This is a
doesn't
sloth. We don't want to go too fast.
Perfect.
So you can see how it goes along your path. So now that you've seen the mechanics of how to make one, let me go ahead and show you the finished project. Here's our sloth.
Look how, oh, too fast, too fast.
Oh, you're right. The sloth is like,
Look how
the
fun that
sloth
is,
had
though.
too much caffeine or something. So fun. Now the one thing you also, this is fun too, is it kind of slides back and forth. You want to make sure when you put your sentiment on that you're not going to cover it at any time. I mean, you don't want to cover your sentiment as he's sliding along. So place it where he can slide all the way across and you'll still be able to see it.
Super cute.
Fun, huh? I can't wait to play with the in-motion die set some more and find out what other things we can do with it. So many cool things. Laura, did you have something else you wanted to add?
Well, we covered our last trivia questions, and Kim, I'm so sorry, I tried to do the research for you, but Kim posed another question yesterday about our pan pastels, and what the most frequently used palette of our pan pastels are. Shannon, you didn't happen to have any clue on that one, did you?
I don't actually know. I just have an opinion.
Okay, so what's your opinion? What's your favorite?
My favorite is probably, the one I use the most would be probably the my brain just went completely
I just
blank.
threw her on the spot.
I love the rich sorbets.
Oh, good. That's the one Kim used yesterday, too. So it's the perfect palette. Which one was your favorite? Did you guys comment on which pan pastel palette was your favorite? I'll do the research for you. I promise we'll find out on Monday for that one. But that's not your trivia question. I have another one. So in the same vein with our colored media, the question for you to look up over the weekend is how many colored pencils come in our Journey Color Color Burst and Color Splash tins. They both come with the same amount. So go ahead and flip through to the media, find out how many come in our tins, and we'll come back on Monday with Deb Martin. If you guys have met Deb Martin, she's going to be newly demonstrating on Monday another beautiful card. It happens to be from The Good Life, so you'll definitely want to tune in for that. We'll see you on Monday. Thank you so much for joining us this week for the launch party.
Thank you so much for joining us for the launch party and for Try Day Friday. And we'll see you again next time, and do something fun this weekend. Create something fun. I hope that you got some inspiration. Have a good weekend.